Hi, today I want to talk about overthinking, repetitive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, or controlling thoughts. This habit is more common than we think. Has it ever happened to you that you were lost in some thought loop and then maybe half an hour later or 10 minutes later you realize, oh, I was stuck in this thought and I've lost so much time or I've found myself in a very dark place? It happens with so many of us when we waste our mental energy in overthinking, in trying to solve things through the mind, which itself gets entangled in it. So, what do we do about it? One great step is mindfulness. Mindfulness, the practice of mindfulness, gives us this awareness to observe. It starts simply by watching your breath. But gradually, over time, we learn to detach. We learn to create a gap between ourselves and our thoughts. So that at one moment we realize, oh, I am not my thoughts. It is my mind which is thinking it. And that moment we realize we can choose to detach from it, choose to let go of it. And these thoughts, which we thought till now were so powerful, suddenly burst like a balloon, like a bubble. They're gone. They no longer have power over us. But many times, people who have been practicing mindfulness meditations for many years find they're still struggling with intrusive thoughts or repetitive thoughts. One reason can be childhood trauma. Fearful experiences in childhood, it makes a child overthink. Imagine a child growing up in an environment where there's a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of abuse, and a lot of addiction. A child's mind is not prepared to understand it, so it runs in hyper mode. It tries to overthink and tries to keep itself safe. It is always thinking in advance that things will go wrong, how to keep myself safe, out of trouble, where will my parent get upset, get angry. So, in such a controlled environment, the child's mind is trained gradually to overthink, to think every move, to plan everything ahead, and constantly get stuck in thought loops. But what happens that as the time passes, the parents are gone, the environment has shifted, but the habit remains. What remains is that the habit of thinking everything too much, and thus the mind gets stuck in thought loops. In such cases, we suggest inner child healing, which is releasing and healing childhood trauma. And by learning to soothe ourselves, we gradually soothe the overthinking, the distraught, the troubled, the fearful mind. And when the mind is at peace, it seldom has so many thoughts that trouble us when we're having a difficult time. That's one very powerful tool. Sometimes, when a person has a lot of conflicting personalities within subpersonalities coming from various childhood traumas, we use parts therapy or shadow work to heal those personalities and integrate them so that the voices slowly fade away. But sometimes this also does not help because the problem is coming from somewhere else. It is coming from the presence of negative energy or foreign bodies in the system, in the aura. In those cases, we use spirit release to clear the aura of negativity or fragments from another lifetime or other souls to clear the system, and the voices also disappear as a result. So many times we have had cases where people said, I'm not able to meditate or maintain a practice after years of trying, or have confusing thoughts, conflicting thoughts, strange thoughts, suicidal thoughts. In those cases, when we did simple spirituality session, which is often done remotely now, we found that people have a lot of relief. Recently, someone said, I am now able to finally meditate. My vision is clearer, my third eye is clearer. I can clearly connect with my intuition, and my work is improved. So, that is also another dimension to what can create repetitive thoughts. So, when we have a case with us, we can find out what would be the most effective technique or modality to help a person. Now, I want you to learn a very simple technique which we have devised, which includes mindfulness, hypnotherapy, NLP, and a lot of techniques and energy healing to let you handle these intrusive thoughts in a very simple and very effective way. So let's begin. Close your eyes and take a few long deep breaths. Deep breath in, hold, and slowly let go. That's right. Do it a couple of times. Deep breath in, hold, and slowly let go. Now, slowly, as you become aware of the natural rhythm of your breath, I want you to become aware of your belly breath, the rise and fall of your belly. Observe without trying to control your breath. Just observe as your body is breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. That is all you have to do. Observe without trying to control your breath. If it is shallow, let it be shallow. If it's deep, that's okay too. Just to watch and observe. Right now, the thoughts coming in are not important. Just observe the breath and begin to feel the sensations in your belly. Feel the sensations in your belly. That's it. You might feel hotness, coldness, or some tingling, or nothing at all. Just feeling. Just the movement of the belly. Whatever you are feeling is all right. Now bring awareness to your heart. And visualize divine light falling on you. Visualize that from a very bright source of light, a very bright beam of light falls on you like a spotlight and fills your body. From top of the head down, down, like a wave goes down to your feet and toes as you unwind the body completely in this light. Continuing your focus on your breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Imagine that the light is now slowly filling up your body and making it brighter and brighter. It's a very simple technique, just watching your breath and letting the light fill your body. That's it. Now bring your awareness to your head, to your mind, and slowly observe your thoughts. Let's see what thoughts are coming there. If you observe quietly, you'll find certain thoughts popping up here and there. Give yourself some time. Just watch. Like on a stage, thoughts emerge. Some would be very familiar. What am I doing? What is this? This is weird. Any kind of thought. But you just have to not engage in the thought. Like watching the breath, just watch the thoughts doing its thing. Just observing the thought, maybe smiling at it. If it's a familiar thought, no matter how dark a thought is, it no longer has power over you as you're observing it with detachment, with the gap, and smiling at it. As you're observing and observing, maybe a memory will appear from where these thoughts have originated. Or maybe not. Fill them with light. Give this thought loop a shape. Whatever comes to you, square, rhombus, round, cuboid, ball. First thought. Give it a shape. And now give it a color. Whatever comes to you first. Observing that shape in color, fill it with light, and 3, 2, 1. Make it a tiny point. Fade it out. Make it a tiny particle. Squeeze it into a tiny point and throw it out into the divine light. Pop it. You might burst it, destroy it, dissolve it, let it disappear in light. Whatever works for you. Let's practice this with one more thought loop. Observe your thoughts again. The empty mind. Let a thought pop up again. Don't get irritated or attach or get involved. Don't indulge. Just observe. Don't judge the thought, good or bad. It is just a thought, and it's not you. Observe the thought. Give it a shape and color. Smile at it, knowing that it has no longer power over you. Diffuse the color. Bring it to a point. 3, 2, 1, and out. Destroy it, dissolve it, let it go. That's it. Come back to your breath, the mindful breath. That's it. That's all there is to it. More consistently you practice this, more easy it will become, and soon you will be able to do it in a shorter and shorter time. Maybe in a crowd or between a busy work day. You can take a 2-minute break and just pop these thoughts out and soothe yourself. Just feel your breath. Few more seconds. That's it. And when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes with a smile. Thank you. Hope you like this meditation And if you have any queries, do write in to us and share your views with us.